Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Teacups from Original Content in HD. Back at it again with the greatest podcast that only comes around once a year. As always, I'm here with my guest star, Scarface King. Say hello there.
Hello there.
It's been a while. Oh, God, it's been a while. Yeah, Robert, what was the date of the last time we did a podcast?
I believe it was the 9th of January last year.
We were going to do a couple more, but yeah, we'll probably talk about it during the podcast. So, we're playing 100% orange juice. It's been a while since we played this one. Just before we loaded up the game, my last playtime was 22nd of September 2015. I was only 5 then, so I've got older. So let's just play. We're playing a multiplayer game, me and Robert together. Oh, Robert, you gotta ready it up before we can play.
Oh, sorry, am I not ready? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, not ready. Okay, let's go. We're playing. This game has had a ton of DLC over the years.
Okay.
Did it have cards?
It did have cards. I don't really remember which ones are good and which ones are bad.
I'm just gonna pick cards, bro. I'm just gonna pick cards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick ones that look cool. I don't know what they all do.
You're next. Okay, why would I want my own turn to be skipped? Okay, I guess.
No, I think that'd be a trap probably.
Okay.
Like you put it down in someone else.
Did we make a video with this game in the background?
I don't think so. I think we played it maybe on stream. Or
damn, that's going.
I mean, we played it. That's all I know.
Get ready up, you boomer.
Oh, no, I'm picking cards. I can't figure out which ones to pull.
I literally just clicked on them, bro. I clicked. Bro, I'm still gonna win by clicking.
No. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, actually, the CPU. I actually can't remember what this game looks like, so I'm actually so intrigued at what's gonna happen now.
Bro, it's a board game. It looks like a board.
Okay. Is it like Monopoly though? Oh no, it's bringing me back. What just happened?
Okay, so it's my turn. How do I get rid of the chat?
Oh, there's a little like button.
How do I do it?
It's like a tiny little speech button with 3 dots.
Okay. All right, time to roll. I got 2. Okay, I got a card.
So if you get your color, you get a card.
No, green is a card. Yellow is stars.
Okay.
Blue is drop stars. Purple is warp. And red is fight someone. I don't know.
So what's our goal? We want stars.
The sign. You want to earn enough. I can't remember what it's called, Norma or whatever it is, so that when you go to your signpost, it's like, oh, you can level up. So I think you need either enough stars or enough like beating enemies.
Okay, we need prestige. Okay, I'll get the hang of it in a bit.
We'll play it. We'll learn.
So I have cards here. I have none of those help me, so I'm gonna move and I'm gonna roll a 2. So I can go to the gacha game chest.
No.
Oh, and I get another roll. Oh wait, no, I get stars. What was that?
I don't know.
A bomb went off. That was a bomb in the map. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just roll. I guess I'll land on this.
I would go for the chest.
Look at that. I'm an expert.
Okay, I have 3 different cards now. Okay, so I got attack bonus, but I have to roll 1, right, to fight this girl. Or if I just roll, can I?
Yeah, I think
I can engage.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. My stats are better than mine. Oh, God.
Well, that's not good. Well, surely you could outroll a 2.
Let's go for it to defend. I'll take it. There's another bomb on the map. This game has added some stuff.
I think this might be an event of some kind. I don't. Oh no!
Robert survived the duck. Oh, he's laid it down.
Oh my word!
Okay, I have 3 cards now. I kind of wish I'd actually paid attention to my cards now.
Well, I mean, I know what my cards are, but they weren't really helping me too much, you know.
My cards are quite bad. Oh no, not the chicken. He's throwing up mad numbers. Oh,
you get to kill my chicken. Oh, it's a different chicken.
She goes around. Okay. I'm so intrigued by this. Like, this has got me, my brain shuffling. Oh, so you use a card and still move. Oh, okay.
The next one, defeat 2. Okay, yeah, just stars, I guess.
Stars.
Yeah, we level up.
Oh, yeah, 2 rolls. Okay, so I have cards. I'm gonna whip this card out, just like you. And I'm gonna move as well. Oh. All right, now that my brain has settled on this game now.
What the fuck is this?
What is this, Robert? Is it a card? Whoa, a cake? Throw the cake, Robert.
Okay.
Throw it to me. Oh, you meanie. Right in.
I will
Challenger,
definitely
man.
lose, though. I'll definitely
Go
lose.
for it.
Fuck it. I can't. I don't even know. Like, I have to roll a 6, right? Oh, come
wait.
on. Oh, come on.
You can do that. Oh.
That's alright, though. There's bare bombs on the board. You guys are all gonna die.
Okay, I have this one, and I throw. And I'll throw at her. I'll try and get you some revenge.
Yes.
Let's go, and I'm gonna move as well. 3. That's a spooky one. We'll go to here.
Oh, you want to?
Oh,
The blue one is lose stars. The red one is fight something.
okay. I'm learning. I imagine people watching this are gonna be like, "What is actually going on?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?" See anime girls fighting a duck.
You guys said a podcast. What the fuck is this?
Okay, next bonus panel will give you twice as many stars.
Ooh.
But I'm saying tactically now. Ready? Oh, of course we gotta go for Scarface King. Well, he's got a stat advantage on me though. He's gonna whip it out. He's whipping it out.
I'm gonna go for defend.
Oh, damn. A 6!
Good luck, my son.
Wait, I got a 6 on the dot. No.
Yeah. See, evade. You need to do better in order to take 0 damage. Defend. If you'd have done, it would have been 6 and 6. It would have been 1.
That's I knew every day. That's I knew every day. My ass do be on the floor.
Oh, it's risky. Let's go.
I'll go
Let's
for
go.
it. Whew.
Okay.
Oh, if you can't beat that.
Yeah. So I think everyone is cleared except the low one.
5 to heal! Oh no! That's not fair! Can I have a cookie? Put the cookie down. Come on, chicken. Oh, he's throwing numbers. Oh. My man. Hopefully it goes down to I have to roll 4 next time, right?
I should not have done this.
Oh, big number. Oh. Oh, come on, you can be that.
Easy. No!
Oh.
I have to evade. Oh, shit.
Get on the floor. This might just turn into a 100% orange juice video. Oh. Same fair. I'm being bullied by the computer. You rate up.
I've been trying to beat that one with the glasses so many times. I just can't do it.
That's why she didn't kick me while I was down. All right, 3 or higher.
Bruh.
Oh my god. It's like a gacha game like.
At least you're dead, so like that didn't hit you.
Yeah, the bomb didn't hurt me, boys. She about to go ascended. What?
Who's that little fella?
Is she summoned the Pie Man?
Jingle jingle.
Hey, pick up the presents.
Do I want to stop here? I don't know if I want to stop here.
There's a little gift for you. It's waiting for you. Pick it up.
Oh.
Gifts can never be bad.
Wait, hold on. How many stars have I got? Not enough. No. Yeah.
Nice. Guys, star hunting. I'm sitting at 14. Come on, duck. Big number. Oh. All right, 2 or higher.
Surely. Let's go.
Oh, thank God. We back. Can't keep me down for longer. Also, I think she's probably going to clear the whole map by the time I get around there. You dare throw that at me. You dare. You dare.
I'll throw it at the one in front of me.
There'll be consequences to your actions.
There always are. I haven't really got a good roll here, so I'm just gonna... you know what? Yes.
Ooh, big man.
Oh, you only got 1 HP. Yes!
Now the biggest battle. Ah, come on.
Easy.
Swear she rolled that straight
Yeah,
away.
she's so sleepy.
How can I throw at this person? And that
After
happens to be
everything I did.
like YouTube trauma and betraying.
I can't believe it.
I'm actually getting a bit too engrossed in this.
I just forgot what we were doing.
You literally, because this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, we were going to play Sonic Frontiers, the latest, greatest new addition to Sonic the Hedgehog, but the PS5 is a stinky... How can I put that at you for some reason? It's a very stinky console, and somehow my game is corrupted, and I went to uninstall the game on PS5. I can't stop it because I ain't got enough stars, right?
You can stop there with nothing will happen.
Okay. But yeah, it asked me, they said the game was corrupted to uninstall the game, which I did. I uninstalled it, installed it again, got to the main menu, and it's corrupted again. So,
Yeah,
loving this generation.
I don't really know how that sort of thing... Like, surely if you uninstall it and reinstall it, it's like, it's done.
I don't know. I'm gonna probably rebuild the database, but yeah. Love next generation gaming.
Whoa!
I didn't mean to go over here, but okay. Are you there? Yeah, you go over there.
Well, I am quite fortunate. And some might say unfortunate. I would say fortunate. I don't have to rely on a PS5 to play Sonic the Hedgehog. I had it on PC, so I was ready to go. I was sitting there waiting to record. I already had the screen up. And
yeah, I think I said this last year, lads. Don't buy a PS5. Don't buy next. It's been out. How many years now has it been out? It was 2020, right?
I think it's 2.5 years.
So it still doesn't have any games. It still doesn't have any games, bro. It's not worth it. They're gonna be coming out with a Slim soon. Oh, I can't sort buy it enough. I wish I'd never had it. Waste of money. Do not buy it.
Well, the only thing I really wanted it for originally was like because the PlayStation had Spider-Man, which you've only got 1 HP. I'm afraid.
You dare? You fucking dare? This guy. Oof. That's a big number. You know, it's like, do I defend? Do I evade?
You have to evade because if you defend, you'll die.
All right. Ready? Oh, you son of a bitch!
You still die.
Keeping the streamer down.
Yeah, I wanted to play Spider-Man. That is now available on PC. Wanted to play God of War a little bit. It's now the first one's on PC. The second one soon, I suppose. I don't know. The only real thing the PlayStation had that PC didn't have that was like super tempting was like the anime games that they had. But I don't even think they have that many anymore.
That's fair. Like, name one game you'd be interested in.
I don't know.
There you go.
I mean, even the ones I named before, like Spider-Man and that, they're out on PC now. I still ain't bought them. So.
Yeah, I think I played Spider-Man Miles Morales a whole 2 hours. That was it.
So...
I don't know if that's my attention span nowadays. Games just aren't hooking me anymore. He's a gacha.
He's a gacha.
My Spidey gacha is tingling.
Oh no.
Wait, did you what? So your AK went backwards?
Yes.
Okay.
And you should have watched the cutscene. It explained all of this.
I landed on a bomb as well. I can't read, Robert. I can only read Japanese manga.
Oh, what? Good thing that I can also read Japanese manga.
Oh, is that true, Robert? Is that true?
Oh, look.
No, I just came back. What was that? Oh, but look at those stats. You son of... I need to roll like a sick, you actual poo-poo head. Oh, big no. Oh. No, this ain't fair. No,
So you throw cake at me.
You know, I'm
lactose
lactose
intolerant.
intolerant.
Just not get involved.
Ah. How many stars? Like, I got 14 stars. Robert's 140. He's been playing this game secretly.
Yeah, I've been playing this game while we've been sitting here. I've been playing this game. That's the only way I get the stars.
He's watching the Simon play it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that happens. Yeah, I guess.
120. Damn. Me and my 19 stars.
Oh no, boss man.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, he's got a number.
No.
Can I get 4?
Yeah.
Oh.
Keep the old man down.
And I'm not old. You're the one that was 1 year older this year. I de-aged.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Robert, ladies and gentlemen, in 2023, Robert's actually going to be 37 this year. Crazy. Crazy.
I mean, that's not true, for a start. And second of all, you are definitely the eldest here. I heard a rumor that later this year, you are going to be hitting a certain milestone.
Finally here in my 20s, lads.
Oh,
Not gonna be a teenager anymore. Gotta go on the straight and narrow, yo. Gotta grow up. There's no more streamers, no more gacha games.
I don't think that's likely.
Oh my god.
Little buddy's gonna kill you, bro.
He actually is. Alright. Oh, you son of a... Alright, big numbers here. You fucking...
To be fair, you go.
I'm on 1 HP though. Anybody that comes around is gonna bum me.
You better hope I don't come round.
Oh, he's actually coming. So, Robert, what did you get up to in this whole year? Did you achieve your dreams?
Not exactly. Shit. I guess
It's a number.
I was learning Laravel and I realized a lot of effort for not a lot of payoff so far.
Respect that.
I continued my my streak of learning Japanese for like the 5th year in a row. And
Respectable.
People who know will know that I am a very, very, very slow learner. So I'm taking my time. We'll get there someday. Pretty much got katakana and hiragana down, so that's a win.
Yeah.
I got some flashcards, some Japanese kanji flashcards for Christmas. This is the year we start the kanji. This is the year we get involved. It probably ends badly for me. I'm gonna be real with you. We have to try at some point.
That's good. No, positive improvement. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, it might take me forever, but I'll get there in the end.
Hell yeah. It's like learning to walk. Robert.
It is like learning, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I respect it. Was there anything major that happened to you in 2020? I was about to say this year, but we're already in 2023. It's crazy.
Year, yeah.
Oh.
Not really, to be honest. No, I think I've got a few things I'd like to get done in the next like year or two. Last year was not really a year for getting stuff done. It was another long year.
I died again.
Yes, you did.
I died again. Oh, I tried to play it tactically. Fuck's sake. Oh no. Oh, like, well, that's the thing. We were planning to do podcasts like kind of towards later in 2022. But life just got busy, and I don't know if it's just me, but time seems to be going by quite a bit quickly. Days, weeks, months. Like, bro, what is going on? We're already 6-7 days into this year. I kind of just blinked.
Yeah.
I guess that's just because we're getting old.
Yeah, I suppose so. But the thing is, like, you know how like every year, like people set their like New Year's resolutions and all this stuff. It's like for me, I was literally just like, I've actually got a very clear idea of some of the things I'd like to be cracking on with.
Okay.
And so it kind of just like if I try and like focus on getting this done by this set time and all this, it's not going to work. If I just focus on like, okay, this is the general direction we're going in. We know where we got to go. Let's just keep going in that direction. I think it'll work out quite well. I'm working on an update to the website right now. That I should have evaded. Oh well.
Yeah.
And that update, to be honest, is taking a very long time. But it's because I'm basically doing like almost an entire overhaul sort of thing. Not to the data structures, but to like the way people will browse the data. I want it to be a lot more like, say, for example, like fandom wikis and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I don't want to use like I don't want to go on to like the fandom.com or whatever, create a wiki and do it all through there, because I don't like the way it runs on mobile. I don't like the way it runs on PC. I don't like how intrusive the ads are. I think eventually I will add some ads to the site, but I want them to be very low profile. I want them to just be like something that can generate us a bit of money, but is ultimately not, you know, ruining your browsing experience. I know there are some issues people have with like even like some of the big ad agencies like Google AdSense and all this stuff are serving like malware ads and all this, which is not good. Obviously it's not good, and especially when it's stuff like, you know, when you get like those pop-up ads that like take up the whole screen, and the ads like you try and click X, it's like, oh, that wasn't the real X, and, stuff like that is obviously terrible, and I don't want that. And obviously if I can't find a way to make it work where, like, you know, and have ads, then I probably just won't have ads. I'll have to find another way to make it work, because I really just I would like this to be a profitable venture. At the moment we are so far in the negative, it's not even funny. But it's not like I'm in a position where it's like I'm gonna die because I'm spending too much money making Jump Heroes database. So
oof.
I just want to crack on with it for now. You lucky But I really think that having like a proper wiki that like people can go to, it's got all the information you need, and it's like laid out a lot more clearly. And one of the big things was like having pages that you can just link to, like as it stands on a database. Yeah, you can go on there and you can look at the characters, but it's like if you wanted to send a link to a specific character, you can't do that with the way it's set up right now. And that was always something that irked me. I always wanted to change the way it was done, and I never did. So we're doing that. We're doing that among other things, and hopefully it'll be pretty good. Hopefully it's going to be pretty good. But it's taking a very long time, because I'm properly doing this from scratch, and it's not something I've done in a very long time.
That's fair. I appreciate it. He's going to put his stream on there. He's going to become like the next Fextra Life, have 10,000 viewers on Twitch.
We don't get involved in Fextra Life. How's he
Yeah.
defending? No!
Oh, that's a big number.
No! Oh, my stars!
Get on the floor. Why are they going for me? Boss is just living their lives. Alright, what we got? I can't use any of those. Bro. Say that. Ooh, I have to get rid of a card. I'm gonna get rid of that one. That one's stinky. Yeah, shouldn't maybe pick my cards at random. I got a ton of battle cards.
Yeah. But what about you? You made a big move last year.
Yeah, I'm part of the Sidemen now.
No.
Yeah, so if we continue on from last year's podcast, crazy to say that. Like, I had just started the Amazon IT job, so I was finally W was a free elf, compared to where I was beforehand. But yeah, it was crazy. Things moved so fast last year. Like alright, let me pick my move here. Where am I going? I'm gonna go to a boss actually. I'm gonna fight man up.
Oh, he's only got 1 HP left. Oh, god damn it!
I actually don't want to play any of these cards. Actually, maybe I should have. Yeah, get fucked!
You lucky! Look how many stars you got!
Let's go! I actually got achievement for that!
Oh, for God's sake, man!
Yeah, but yeah, like I think last time I was really hyping up. I was in the Amazon IT job. I was finally using my brain for once, which was absolutely insane. Can I stop here? I think I have enough stars. Yeah, I do. I'll go for that one. Is that 70 from the stars I have now? Son of a bitch. But yeah, like I started a new job. I was kind of getting into it. You know, it's still very interesting. I think I was only like 2 months into the IT job when we made our last podcast, so it's still fresh. It was still new. But this was the craziest thing, right? So by April, so like 3 months later, by the time we had made that podcast, so Amazon have shift patterns, right? So they have front end and back end. I was on the front end, and in total there were, I believe, 4 technicians on front end, and I was one of them. So by the time April rolled around, I was the only one left. The other 3 guys had all like moved, gone to like different jobs. It was crazy how fast things had changed. That was due to many different things there. A lot of people just wanted to go into a different career, didn't really like Amazon, had problems with our manager, and it was kind of insane because like 3 months earlier, you son of a bitch, 3 months earlier, things are like really swell, but you know things change really quick, especially in that environment. But it was mad, man. I was seeing people like doing crazy moves. Like there was a guy who was 20 at the time. No, sorry, he just turned 21, and like he got offered an infrastructure engineer job for like 40 grand a year, and he only had like a year of basic IT experience, and he was just so much better than me already. I was like, what? So I could fully understand him taking it. Then another 20-year-old, he was one doing the late shift at Amazon for us IT, which we'll come back to later. He got offered a cybersecurity apprenticeship for 35k a year as an apprentice, and potentially a job afterwards if you do well. So he took that. One of the other guys, he got an IT engineer job with Amazon, but at a corporate building. And for anybody out there that wants to do IT, Amazon IT engineer jobs, especially at corporate, are so chill, and they pay upwards of nearly 40 grand a year. It's crazy. So he got offered that, so he left. And then another guy left for a work from home job with DevOps, who he only spent about, I think, 3 weeks revising for the interview. Then he got the job. So little old me was just chilling here like, oh, guys, where you at? And it was insane because I was still very new to the Robert 1 fucking.
Yes, let's go.
It'd be like that. I was in my flow as well, like fuck. But like, it was kind of insane because I was in a different headspace. That by April I was only like 4 or 5 months into this job, so it was still a complete new job to me. And you know, comparatively speaking, where I was like, I can't really complain. But I did start complaining because at that point the drive started getting to me, bro. Like I was driving from Bristol to Swindon every day, which is about 45 minutes to 50 minutes on the motorway. Okay, I'm actually gonna tactically pick my fucking cards on this one. But like, yeah, I was driving to Swindon every day, and like I started getting to the point where I can near enough shut my eyes and I could probably drive the whole M4 the way there. I got so used to it, and yeah, I actually don't mind motorway driving. It's actually generally very easy. Not in rush hour though. Rush hour can be very dangerous and quite scary because you're relying on the other people on the road not to kill you, and humans are stupid. I nearly got run off the road by a truck once. I was in the right, but that doesn't matter if he kills me.
Yeah, that's true.
And it. So essentially, yeah, I started getting to the point where even though I was in a better job, that wasn't, how do I put it, affecting me as much as the previous job. Like, you know, doing the straight up warehouse work was exhausting me and killing me. I was still technically doing warehouse work. You know, I was still walking around, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't mentally as bad, but the days were still long, bro. I was getting up at fucking 5, you know, getting ready, driving down there for 7. I was leaving at 5:30, and I wasn't getting back to Bristol until like 6:15, sometimes 6:20. And it's like, if I wanted to do anything like gym, it's always packed at that time. So if I went gym for like an hour, by the time I got back it'd be 8 o'clock. I got to be in bed by 9. So in that 1 hour I had to cook, eat and sleep. It was weird because I generally had no free time. Like, even though I was having a better job and I was enjoying having a better job, yeah, I had no free time. And it started to get to me quite quick. Even though, as I said, I was in a better working situation, having such a longer journey, it started just eating to me. It started I was like, oh, I can't fucking do this anymore, bro. But I had a couple of decisions to make. It's like, well, do I just move closer? Do I move to Swindon? Don't forget to ready up, or you studying your cards.
Oh, no.
Actual boomer. But yeah, it's like, do I move to Swindon or do I go for another job or whatever? And I kind of wanted to stay with Amazon at the time. Like, I'll get into the job situation in a second. Like, I didn't actually mind it at that point. It kind of changed in a bit. But then I was looking at Swindon, bro. Be real. Sorry for anybody who lives in Swindon. It's a fucking shithole. Like, it's one of the worst places to drive. It's got that 5-way magic roundabout. Makes no sense. It was one of the founding, like, I think cities for roundabouts, so none of them make sense. They're all different rules, but also it's a shithole. Like, bruh, like I went to the city center to meet up with my colleagues and that who left a little while ago. They pretty much have a Weatherspoons and that's it. Everything else, COVID decimated, bro. It's like you're going down a ghost town. Everything is shut down, and yet the house prices down there are crazy. Like I was looking at house prices and stuff, and it was nearly Bristol pricing, and I was like, I don't know about that, Chief. Especially as Swindon is only about 5 miles across. There's nothing there, so that was out of the question. So I was like, well, I'll just keep driving for now. Keep up with it, whatever. Just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But that started getting to me mentally. But then the biggest thing happened. So when the two guys left in, I'll go to the right. When the two guys left in April, one of the guys that left, he did the late shift. So the late shift at Amazon for IT was from 1:30 to midnight. And there was only one guy that does that, which is kind of insane. I even complained about this because I used to do the full-blown night shift. And typically full-blown night shift is busier because that's when most of the orders come in. So I questioned that. But anyway, he left. And guess what my manager did? Just have a guess.
I would assume that everyone else will deal with it.
Yeah, literally. So I had 4 people leave my shift pattern, right? So she brought one other guy over from the other shift pattern, so they were 1 man down. So it's me and one other guy, while she tried to hire one more, so she's going to leave us short. And instead of hiring the other guy, which was going to be a step up just like me from the building, she just said, you can all just share it. You can all just like do it for a week, then swap. So I was in a situation where me and the other guy, because she did hire another guy, but he wasn't trained yet. So it's me and the other guy just doing 1 week on, 1 week off. So 1 week I was in at 7, 1 week I was in at 1:30. And it started to kill me. Like, I was finishing at midnight. I wasn't getting home. It's like nearly 1 in the morning. I even said I might as well just be doing full-blown night shift. Like, this was ridiculous. But I'd never been more tired in my life. Swapping around between my sleep schedules, it started to actually kill me. And that kind of it signaled the end for me, because when it comes to like my work, I'm a very low maintenance employee. I don't need to be managed. But when my manager really fumbled she had an easy 3-pointer, like to hit there. She didn't talk to any of us. She didn't discuss it with anyone. She didn't find out what we wanted, because this is the thing with most Amazon FCs. I'm gonna fight this guy. They have somebody that does the shift permanently, because it's stupid if you're switching around. But she didn't look into that. She didn't discuss with any of us. She just assumed we'd be okay with it and forced us. She even brought up the it's in your contract, you need to be flexible, but that's only for Amazon peak, which is from like the end of November to just the end of December. And I'm like, I even said to her, it's like, I don't want to be flexible for the whole year, because at that moment in time, it basically meant my contract was 50% late and 50% days. And I was like, you're giving me no extra money for this. But yeah, bear in mind, you do half a night shift and there was no extra pay. Like, you're basically telling me to ruin my lifestyle for no extra bonus. I was like, are you dumb? But obviously I couldn't say that. So yeah, at that point in time, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta start moving. And bear in mind as well, so prior to this, literally just after we made that podcast, I started getting back into coding, believe it or not. Which I'm bad at, bro. Like, we did it at uni, and bruh, so when I started last year, I was out of uni for what, like nearly 2 years at that point. I think just over 2 years and a half. I couldn't remember shit, bro. I started looking at my, you fucking fired me, bitch. I started looking at the code, because I really started working on the OCHD app a little while ago. Oh my god, I opened up my code, and it didn't even look like English, man. I was like, what was I doing here? This is stupid. And I was googling the simplest stuff, like an if statement. I was good.
I don't know.
I felt so bad, and it was really demoralizing, but I was like, well, keep at it, I was like, I bought a degree, so I might as well try and do something with that degree. So I started for trying to finish off the OCHD Jump Pooty app. I was like, let's try and get this done. And I really, really underestimated it, because I didn't finish it until around about, I think, you bitch. Oh, I can evade that. Oh, actually, if I... I need to roll 4 or higher. Oh,
yeah, let's go!
But yeah, like, it took me a while, because I had to learn a ton of key concepts again, and really just playing with data, and it was like very architectural design and stuff. And I'm stupid at the end of the day, so I didn't finish it until about June, which is a long ass time for one simple mobile app that I think 10 people downloaded. But I learned a lot from it, and it was an interesting experience. But that was the thing with Amazon at the time. So going into the new year, it was actually very post-peak last year. There wasn't a lot to do. So I spent most of my time at work working on the code, which I'm glad I did in hindsight, because as people left in April, it got very busy. Like, it got really busy for IT. There was a lot more projects, a lot more things breaking, because a warehouse stuff with so many people use it 24/7. Shit just breaks. And also being understaffed didn't help either. So yeah, I was working on that. Going back to beforehand, I started applying for a ton of jobs, man. I was applying for so many. I was coming in, hopping on LinkedIn, and I was going crazy, bro. I was applying to probably 10 jobs a day, and this is just where it gets depressing. Like, look, there were so many jobs that just weren't getting back to me, weren't giving me any information. I was even interviewing with jobs, and they didn't even give a courtesy to reject me or anything.
Yeah.
Like, especially with coding as well. A lot of the first stage interviews are coding assessments. So I went for BAE, which is a huge security firm in this country. I did apply for 2 different positions. I had to do 2 coding tests for them. They still haven't got back to me to this day. I wasted an hour in each of them. So I started putting tons of time on take-home stuff, and as I said, leak code questions at the time, which I really hate, because we didn't get taught in that stuff when we was at university. I'm dumb. Data structures, algorithms, I can't remember that off the top of my head, and it just felt like it was a stupid knowledge game, really. But yeah, so I was trying to revise for that. Oh my. Oh, you bitch, it still gets me anywhere with that big number. But yeah, I was trying to revise for that. I was getting really demoralized, so I was like, well, do I start pursuing IT as my full-time career? Do I try and go as an engineer, or do I try and get IT elsewhere? But IT in the UK is really underpaid for most positions. Sadly, Amazon is one of the highest paying, so it's kind of but yeah, time started going on. We got to, I think it was July this year, and I caught COVID for the first time. Let's go!
Let's go!
I think Rob also caught it around about the same time as well.
Yes, I did.
Actually, Adele caught it. I was not the first one in the household to get it. Adele caught it, gave it to me. And it was insane, bro, because I got it, right? And I didn't know what to do, because this is actually something that's kind of crazy, right? I've never actually been properly sick while working before. I've always been able to go in, maybe a cold or whatever. And I didn't know what to do. Do I call in sick or whatever? But this is the thing. At that point, Amazon didn't recognize COVID anymore. In April, they stopped paying for it. So my thing was go to the doctor. You don't get paid for 2 days. Anything after that, you'll get paid for, but you have to have a doctor's note. And I was like, well, it was kind of awkward timing when I got it, because by the time I would have started getting better, I would have needed the doctor's note for, and I probably wouldn't have got it. So I would have just missed pay. It was really fucking disgusting. So I came in under the influence of COVID, on 2 hours of sleep, driving on the motorway one day. I could have fucking died, bro. It hit me quite heavily. But at that moment in time, I was like, yeah, I need to get out of here, because business doesn't respect me. Obviously, it's Amazon. It doesn't respect me at all. And I found it quite interesting, because at that time, yeah, COVID started going around the place so quick. I started seeing so many people wearing masks again. And I got a statistic from a guy. I think at that point, over 60-something people had tested positive within a week's period of working there. But the crazy thing was, people just don't care anymore, essential workers, you don't matter, whatever. But obviously, you can't. It's been going on for so long, and yeah, I hated that. But also, because I was coming in and working on the COVID, I was like, I need to get out of here even more. One of my co-workers had pneumonia at the time, and he's coming in with that because he couldn't get the time off. Because also in Amazon, in IT, you're very understaffed as well. So if you have a day off, you might literally be the only one working at that point. So there'll be no IT department. Yeah, which did suck. There were some days like that where it would literally just be me for the whole building, which quite a bit of pressure. But anyway, so during that period, it was actually kind of insane. I got offered, I think in 1 week in July, I don't know why, I got offered 4 interviews for 4 different companies. Yeah, get on the floor, you bitch. Most of them were stinky, but the one I went for, it was an interview in London, and I had to debate with myself whether to go or not, because it wasn't paid for. I was gonna have to take a train up to London, do the interview, and come back. And from Bristol to London, I think it's the most expensive train line in the UK. So I was like, And also I had to take a day off work for it. I had to literally take a paid day off work for it, because it was on a Wednesday, which was my shift day, which was kind of stinky. So, and that's one of the hardest things about applying for jobs. They expect so much time out of you. Oh my God. like a lot of these interviews I can get in with what they'll actually experience later on. But yeah, like they expect so much time for you, and they don't fund you for it or anything. So I was really debating whether to not go or not, because I was still feeling the effects of COVID at the time, and I was like, well, am I just going to go up to London and not get a job and waste my fucking day, and also lose nearly a day's worth of money because the train was like 90 something pound there and back, bro? So I was like, but I went up there, and it was weird at first, bro. So it was this giant hall, and there was like 50 geezers there. Actually, there's some girls as well, to be fair. It was for a coding job, ladies and gentlemen. And at first, I thought it was like a pyramid scheme. I was like, is this like some Ponzi scheme? Like, are we just going to be invited to something? But no, so we sat there and we had a presentation, which is kind of like something I'll kind of comment on a little bit later. It really sold me on the job. Like, it was like, yeah, it's like an entry-level position. It paid well. It had good holiday bonuses. You had an early finish on Friday, and the thing that I wanted the most was the job was fully remote first. So I was like, I need this, bro. I was starting looking around. I was feeling compared, bro. I was like, these people here are my competition. You know, I got to get this off them. But the thing that was kind of encouraging was like, they were like, we're going to try and potentially hire upwards of 20 people, depending on how good we were. But then the next thing happened. So the interview process there on that day was a 2-stage interview. It was a group interview and a solo interview. So I have a lot of opinions when it comes to group interviews. Dreadful. If your HR department starts doing a group interview, fire them, because they don't know shit what they're fucking talk about, bro. Group interviews do not mean anything. So I had to do a group interview with 7 of us in total. So I had 6 other people, and it was actually a really different background of people. So I had this 40-year-old woman who had just completed a coding boot camp. I had this like 18-year-old kid who I was competing against, who was a very like know-it-all by the books. I had this probably like mid-20s guy that had been freelancing the last 2 years, who had general experience, and he was trying to flex it, and 2 other guys. But so yeah, our task was we had to talk about, we had to come up with an idea of an app using the company's API that we were potentially going to be working for. And so we just had to come up with something, discuss, and yeah, just make a general business plan for an app. And for me, like I didn't know where to start. I was like, what? I code, bro. I don't do this shit at the moment. So I should just evaded that. My brain's all over the place. Let me get rid of that one because that's stinky. I gotta get rid of another one. And that one. They yahooed me. Wait, free? I'll get rid of that one. Okay. But yeah, so I was doing this with these guys, and I noticed it straight away. So the guy to my left, the know-it-all, he tried to dominate the conversation. He was just trying to talk and just try and get it going and lead. The kid was trying to be really like his way or the highway. But then I had a guy next to me who his tactics for this group interview was to say if you said something, repeat it, basically nearly word for word, to keep talking, either agree or disagree with it, add whatever he could. If he couldn't, he would just agree. And everybody had their own tactic to it, and I was like, this really doesn't represent anything. So I was kind of silent because I was still feeling the effects of COVID, and I butted in now and then with a few decent-ish ideas, I like to say, which actually turned out to be not too bad. But we had to present it, and I had done the tactic of when I presented it, I just talked, bro. Like, I actually talked. Like, we kind of went in order of like what we were gonna say, blah blah blah. I straight up just tactically just said what some other people were gonna do, which I guess was kind of bad. But yeah, I thought that was very badly handled, and for me personally, I thought I flopped. I thought I'd actually fouled it so hard. So when I went for a break, I was kind of a little bit depressed because like I've wasted this time here, man. I should just really go home. So yeah, but that actually, with hindsight, worked in my favor. So when I went into the one-on-one, I just chatted shit, man. I went so in. I started talking about my time at Amazon. They started talking to me about, so we had to do a little coding exam to get the interview to begin with, and it was a really short one. I had made a little website with this thing called CATS API. It's just an endpoint that has a bunch of CATS data, and I literally used the code that I made the OCHD app with, which gave me great talking points because I knew what that code did and what was wrong with it and what could be improved. So I was like, oh yeah, this, if you stretch it this way, it's just going to crash because it doesn't do any like adaptive resizing or anything like that. So I could really go line for line. And also because I was using you son of a bitch, that's gonna kill me. Yeah, cool.
Let's go.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Because I was using that language they didn't really know. Like, they'd never used Google Dart before. So I was like, oh, I've got the advantage on this one. So they were really like, whoa.
Oh no, the bot one.
The bot one, no. Yeah, because they hadn't used it, so I was able to really go in depth about it, and I started just going through the basic stuff. But when I mentioned, so they were kind of asking me, because it was an entry position, like experience, I talked about uni a little bit, and I was like, to be real, it's really hard to get a job because everywhere wants like 3 years of experience for an entry level job. So I went out of my way to make an app. So the lady that interviewed me, I could see her eyes like light up a little bit, and she started asking me questions about it. And so, because at the time I'd only just finished the OCHD app, it was really fresh in my mind. I could really talk about like how I did, how I sorted out the data, how I was pulling everything in from the website using like PHP, like creating basically a little API, how I was hitting that, sorting out decisions I was making, like what I'd do better. And I just went on, bro. I literally didn't stop. But yeah, I finished the interview and I felt that really went well, but because of the group interview, I was like, oh man, I probably flopped. I didn't know what to do. Like, it was really weird on the train back because I was feeling like shit. I was feeling like shit. COVID had got me. And this is the thing, whenever I go to London, bro, lately, I get some fucking germ because that place is a dump most of the time. I got on the train, I was like, oh, my nose is starting to get full. I was like, I got like mega COVID now or something. But what I really respect for them though is they should have said, we will get back to you guys all within 2 days with our decision. And I thought that'd be like a lie, but literally less than, I think 14 hours later, I got a phone call, and I was expecting, like, the lady's tone on the phone was like a bit, I don't know, I couldn't really like make it out at first. So I was expecting it to be really negative, like, oh, sorry, you didn't get it. But then she was like, I want to offer you the job, and it really caught me off the guard. I was like, me? I generally was so bad because I thought I'd fucked it up. You got killed by a seagull. I genuinely thought I'd fucked it up so hard, but I didn't. So it was kind of crazy. I was honestly at that point, I felt like I was on like cloud 9. Like, it just felt kind of insane. Like, I just secured a work from home job. Like I was trying for so long to get out of fucking Amazon or just get out of driving in the situation we were, and I just got offered that job then and there. And it was mad because I literally went in on the next ship. Well, this thing is, so I waited for my contract, and that's kind of what you gotta do because things can get rescinded. You can get compensated if they do get rescinded, but I was like, I'm waiting for the contract, then I'm gonna tell everybody. But I did let it slip to one person. They were like, tee, and they were like, fuck, you're going, I better look for jobs as well. So yeah, like I started waiting for it. It took about a week, but then once I got it in writing, I signed the contract, told my manager, and she was just like, fuck. She was like, oh my god, because that left basically at the time. Oh, can I fade this? Oh, bitch. Oh, now the duck as well. I killed the duck. Nice. So it left them kind of really understaffed, but that was her problem to deal with. So I literally gave her 2 weeks notice. She tried to argue with me that I had to give 1 week notice. 1 month's notice. But I was like, no, the contract doesn't say that. It's 2 weeks later. And she was like, ugh. So I was like, yeah, I'm gone. And it felt really weird, man. It felt like the last 2 weeks of work, I vibed, man. I was driving in. Well, this is a stinky thing I was covering for, I'd already said I was going to do this, so I wasn't going to go against my word. I was covering the guy that was doing late shifts. So for my last 2 weeks, I was going in for late shifts, and I did fuck all. I was going in, hitting the nay, man. I should have evaded, bro. I'm stupid. I was just going in, living the good life. It was weird because, they wasn't giving me hard projects or anything to do because there's no point. I wasn't going to be there. And I felt really bad because the other guys were just like, they wanted to get out as well at that point. So I was encouraging them to apply, go for jobs and that as well. And yeah, I left. I actually, on my final shift, I sadly finished at midnight. So it was just me and one other guy because we were doing our dual shift. So it felt really weird. We had this really in-depth conversation with each other, which was really nice. But yeah, I left Amazon at midnight. It just felt weird because not only had I just finished my IT career, which was only 10 months long, I'd finished my Amazon career, unless I maybe go back. But I was literally just about to hit 3 years at Amazon, the longest I've ever by far spent with a job. And I was out, and it felt weird, bro. Like, I got into my car, and I literally just recorded a little vlog real quick, just kind of talking about how I felt at that moment. And yeah, I was really indifferent. I was like, yeah, I'm out. And it was kind of like the fish in Finding Nemo when they get out of the tank. I was like, what now? But it was a nice feeling. Like I drove home, and I didn't really know what to make of it. I had 2 weeks planned off at that time because I think I started my new job like middle of August. So I was like, I'll take 2 weeks off. So at that point, yeah, I was just kind of getting ready for it. I was still in Amazon mode. It still took me ages to shake the Amazon effect. Like even like I've been in the job crazy for like nearly 5 months now. I still kind of feel like I'm there, man. I still kind of like Amazon is really in my roots, bro. It's like got into me, my veins. Like there's so much about it, like just the mannerisms and the way I felt. Like I still kind of automatically go to them in my job, even though it's a lot different. But yeah, so I took this new job for a ladies and gentlemen out there. It's a coding job with C#. I get to work from home, but I'm also kind of a DevOps engineer as well because they didn't want to hire DevOps people, so they make us do it, which is okay, fair enough. And it's been kind of insane, really. Like the job pays more than what I was getting before. Overall, I would say I'm doing a lot more, but I've probably done a lot less than what I was doing at IT, and I wasn't even doing a lot at IT, man. It can be really hit or miss. Like some weeks can be really busy, depending on what's happening in the background. But if you just get on with your work, it's quite chill. It's honestly quite chill. But yeah, I've had to learn a lot. Like the what's it called? The learning curve of going straight into a coding job is massive. It's not like doing normal project code, like as I said, doing like the OCHD app. It's in a production environment, everything's scrutinized. I work with seniors who were like, don't do that, that's shit. like some of the like standard coding stuff I did, they're like, nah, you can do this, you can do that. Like I've worked with quite a few, like the seniors' job is to train me as well. And when I'm in coding sessions with them, I'm in awe, bro. Like I'm in fucking awe. Like when I see these guys work, it's like I'm looking at art, bro. Like I watched this guy like literally just map an array by a complete new way I'd never seen before, and it just stunned me, bro. I even said to him, bro, you just made some art right there. It really just baffed me. But yeah, it's crazy how these guys work, and hopefully one day I might be like that. But yeah, the learning curve has been insane. I've still got so much to learn. It's interesting. Working from home is great. Oh, bro. I don't know what to do at the time. I know that sounds crazy and a very privileged thing to say, but I've been so used to working with Jeff. And like when I was at Jeff, we worked 4 days a week. So I was so used to having no life for those 4 days. Those 4 days belonged to Papa Jeff. I couldn't I couldn't do any videos. I couldn't do any streams. I couldn't do anything in the evening. Like Jeff owned my ass. But now, like I start at 9. This is a crazy thing, right? This is like how work environments can be so different, right? Like you could be late, bro. Like as long as you get on and get to your meetings and you get your work done, they don't give a shit. Whereas Amazon, if you're 2 minutes late, Jeff will physically come to your house and beat you. No, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, warehouse work, you can't leave. Like I know, like I was in the office yesterday, right? I went in town because you can also work like hybrid and go into the office, which is kind of nice. Like at lunchtime, my senior is like, I'm going to the gym. He just went to the gym for an hour and a half and then came back. I was like, did I miss anything? I was like, nah. He's like, cool. I just done nothing. What did I just activate? Oh, treasure. But like, yeah, it's crazy being in that environment. It's like really laid back. It's really human, bro. Like I even said that. It's like, I kind of compared it. Like I talked to a lot of people, and because this thing, a lot of people I work with, they've never really worked like a shit job before. They kind of came out of uni, went straight into a coding job, and yeah, they may have worked like a very low paid coding job, which a lot of them did, but they was always working in a coding environment which was very flexible. Aww. So when I was talking about like how rigid like Amazon that was, they couldn't really like understand it, which was quite interesting to talk to them about. But yeah, like it's been nice. I'm still really getting used to the free time because, as I said, I can physically wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning if I want, hop to my front room, and I'm at work, bro. It's insane. Just open up the laptop, let's go. And finishing at 5:30. Like any job, if it's slowed down and you got your work done and nothing to do, like say if you like by 3 o'clock you've done mostly everything, you can just go do stuff. That's what I love about working remote is like you have your power as a person back. Like when you're at Amazon, like it was rare, but when things were like, say when I was a normal like pack slave, when things there wasn't much to do, you still had to be at Amazon. You still had to walk around and just be there. But if you're at home and there's nothing to do, bro, you could just go do what you want. I made a couple of videos while I was on shift, and I felt weird, bro. I felt like it was illegal. I was like, oh, I'm so naughty right now. But yeah, like it's something I'm still massively adjusting to in terms of the fact that I got free time. Because a lot of time when I was finishing at 5:30, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so used to not doing anything. I was like, do I go gym? Do I stream? Do I do this, do that? I know that's a privileged thing to say, but like, yeah, it's something to get used to. It's great. But yeah, like a job's a job. I think I'm into a point right now where I've been there for nearly 5 months. I still know fuck all. I'm still learning every single day, which is the challenge. But that is interesting, to be fair. I'm a very was pessimistic the right word? I still don't want to work from somebody. So like I've kind of improved my jobs. Yeah, I went from pack slave to IT to coder now. I just want to get to fully unemployed with fat bags in the bank. But no, realistically, the next job I want to work towards will most likely be something that I generally want to do. But for now, I'm actually at a very positive point in my life. Like the working situation is allowing me to actually like get things done. Like I've been getting back into like looking after myself again, like working out. And like we're doing right now, doing some videos and stuff. But I feel like at the moment this year, I've got to sit back and think a bit more. Yeah, I've got to sit back and get serious on like what am I actually going to try and do with the time I have now, because you know you got to use that time 100%. I need to use that time, and I feel like I can't really fuck around anymore. So yeah, that was my last year. A bit long-winded, but yeah, there's massive changes. Like as I said at the beginning of the year, I generally thought I was going to be in that Amazon IT job for like the next 3 or 4 years. And to be fair, if I was working still at the Amazon Bristol, I probably would still be there, because that was an easy drive, chill as fuck job. And I can recommend anybody out there, if you want a chill as fuck IT job, get it at an Amazon warehouse, because you just come in, you can do your work, and then you can just fuck around the rest of the day. Like that's the thing with like IT work there. You are the front line and second line support. You just got to keep the building up and running. And if you keep the building up and running, you've done your job for the day. And this is the thing. What I kind of love about that type of working environment, it's like if you're packing, there's always going to be more work for you to pack, right? It never ends. Jeff's going to get big money. But if IT, if you see something that's say like so when we came into the new building, right, they gave us these printers, and they're very standard Amazon printers. They're like 800 to like £1,000 each, right? They're like these zebra shipping label printers, right? And so they had one of the flimsiest fucking USB ports on the back. So where we were putting them on pack stations, people are moving around as they do to change the rolls. It was just breaking the USB ports. And Zebra, because they're a shit company, they charge near enough the same amount of money that a printer costs to fix that USB port. So for all of us, it's like, well, we had ordering more because they started getting damaged really quick. And they started becoming like a very huge majority of our tickets and stuff. But what we ended up doing was we were like, okay, fuck this. We don't want to do work. Yeah, we're lazy as hell. I'm going to invade this. Oh, you bitch!
Oh, you ran.
Oh. But like, we want to do less work. So what we did was we just found some 3D... You actually got to lose a dot. Oh, nearly. 5. Yeah, like, we wanted to get our workload down. So we just found some 3D prints online, right? Some 3D CAD files, whatever. And we used like RME's 3D printer, and we printed off protection for the USB ports that we screwed on, put the USB cable in, so it literally couldn't be moved, so the port couldn't be damaged. And like loads of our issues went down. But that's what we ended up doing as a team, is we just went around, fixed all the common issues, and just vibed. And that's kind of what you get, because like our IT team, bro, it was so overqualified for what it was, bro. Like near enough everybody had a degree there or had a certain amount of years of experience. And this is kind of the crazy thing, right? So the Amazon IT job, like I think I kind of talked about it. I can't remember how I talked about it last year. Like I was still very fresh to it. But with hindsight, this is kind of the mad thing, right? So comparatively speaking, in my job right now with coding, I am... what should I discard? Let's get rid of that one. I'm 5 months into the job. I feel stupid, bro. Every day I feel like an absolute monk, bro, when it comes to my job. I'm learning every day, and it's still an uphill battle. Within Amazon in IT, I had that place locked down within 2 months. Like generally I could go in and I didn't have to learn anymore, because I understood the processes of what needed to be done with my job, how to get things done, and if I didn't know anything, who to go to and how to like research it. And that's kind of thing with me. It got to the point with the job that I wasn't even getting that much out of it. And it's like I had to make a decision. Also, one of the reasons why I left, whether I want to keep going with this job where I'm literally just doing basic bitch grunt work of turning stuff off and on. Ooh, a present. Turning stuff off and on or fixing printers. Like, it was good pay, don't get me wrong, but I started wanting more in life. You know what I'm saying? I started wanting more in life. And, oh, wow. Damn, that was a kind of overpowered card. But yeah, I started wanting more. I started wanting to learn more, and that's kind of why I got back into code. I was trying to like learn some IT stuff this year, like CompTIA and Cisco. But for anybody out there doing that, it's boring as fuck. There's so much theory you gotta learn. It's crazy. But I was kind of my heart was set on just finally using the degree and just kind of getting out. So yeah, it was an interesting year. It was lots of changes, lots of movements. I would also say not a lot of time off. I think it was the exact same thing for you. Like, I kind of felt like last year I just worked enough nonstop. Took my bare minimum holiday, so it kind of went by really quick. I'm still kind of like, what the fuck? It's 2023, man. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, when you got the Christmas, I was just like, it's Christmas? Hey, guys, it's Christmas.
Christmas is good, though, to be fair. Finally.
It was good. It was nice. Well, that was one thing. So with every, like, for the past 2 years prior, I didn't have any Christmas because Jeff was like, no. You had to fight for it. Like, if you wanted to get time off, you had to put your request in, and you might get it approved, you might not. So yeah, I thought that was, this guy's got quite a okay, let's go for that. Yeah, so you might get approved, you might not. So I didn't even bother going for it. Oh, he rolled a 6. I'm gonna evade this. Oh, you bitch. But yeah, like yeah, so I was able to actually take time off over Christmas because they actually had a code freeze. They were like, yeah, from 15th December you can't push any code in production, so yeah, just go take holiday. So I was like, all right, I could go down to my parents. And it was weird, bro. Like yeah, like, because I think my first year at Amazon I worked to Christmas Eve morning because I was doing night shift, and then literally woke up Christmas Eve, then had Christmas, then I was back in Boxing Day. It was really surreal to actually have a bit of time off properly for once in a holiday period. Also, fuck the train strikes. I know my brothers in arms up there, striking. I can respect that, but it did affect me a little bit, bro. Actually, no, to be fair. Oh god, guys, just throwing up numbers on me. Oh, nice. On the 23rd of December, I went to my parents, which is usually quite a terrible journey on the train. Even though there were strikes, it was actually the quickest journey we've ever done. That was kind of beaten out by the journey back because the journey back was all rail replacements. I had to get my dad to drive us up to the Central Line, and everybody else decided to drive up to the Central Line because it took us ages to get from where they live to there. That was a fun time. Also, another note, going to the Central Line, I went back to the house, the area I grew up in, for the first time since I actually left it, which was a very weird experience, bro. Weird experience. I'd been 4.5 years since I left. I kind of went back in December. I got picked up locally, but I didn't go around the area. So I actually saw the old house I grew up in for the first time, and it was weird because, like, they'd done it up, they'd changed it, and like going around the area, like when my dad started driving from where they live now, like when I started recognizing like where we were, even though like we were about like 50 miles away from where we used to live, when you start recognizing roads, it's like, oh shit, I've been here, I've been there. It got heavily nostalgic very quick. But yeah, it was nice going back there, nice seeing the old place. Bare things have changed. Like, our local high road is basically all eateries now, coffee shops, bubble tea, very expensive. Very fucking expensive. But yeah, that was my Christmas, and I guess that was kind of my year. Yeah. I think I just talked for like 40 minutes straight.
Yeah, well, I mean, comparatively, I did fuck all last year. But you know what? You're basically a year older than me, so it's fine.
Shut up. You're 6 months older, younger than me.
I mean, if you do the maths, I mean, who's older right now? If we look at
we were in the
if we go to the birth certificate.
We're the same year group. Oh, bro. Okay. Real talk. I'm fucking terrified of turning 30, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to happen this October. I'm still trying to become a YouTuber and Twitch streamer. Cringe.
Well, I mean, you're already a YouTuber on a Twitch stream.
Yeah,
it's just not
true.
a very good one, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, true. No, to be fair, this is gonna be our year, Rodney. It's gonna be our year.
I don't think that's likely after this video is already an hour long. We've just been sitting here playing 100% Orange
They
Juice.
respect that. This is real talk, bro. You could literally be on another YouTube channel right now where people are just like, oh, just do the latest drama this week to get some views. I'm not gonna give any actual input, but I'm just here to farm view. Fuck that content, bro. Let's write it down, right? Okay, we can go into other modes now. We discussed our year. We did okay. We actually progressed for once. We didn't really go backwards. Robert's working on things. I'm working on things. Is good. Positive. This is a positive vibe year, ladies and gentlemen. No negative vibes around here. Amazon made me way too negative. I gotta get rid of that. I gotta sprinkle it off my shoulders. But yeah, YouTube is a cesspool.
Yeah.
I can't watch it, bro, but I'm not even gonna get too deep into it, even though I make content. Like, yeah. What could we talk about? You know what we could talk about? No, we could talk about why Blue Lock was the best anime of 2022.
I don't know if I would agree with that entirely.
Why don't you agree, Robert? Come on now.
Well, I guess I'd have to think about what came out this year.
Nothing. Like, nothing notable at the end of the day.
Well,
like,
Chainsaw Man was a pretty big deal.
Like, I'll be brutally honest. I love Chainsaw Man. Anime was kind of mid.
Wow, really? Wow. I didn't expect that from you.
Okay, I'm kind of... It was decent. The 3D was a bit jarring at first. I kind of feel like I'm being a Toby here. But I would appreciate more of a hand-drawn feel for the fights, because... like the 3D aspect of his chainsaw head kind of like shit most of the time. I'll be brutally honest. Didn't have that nitty-gritty feel. Like you had to fight with the is it the Katana Devil?
Yeah, I know who you mean. I know who you mean.
The pages in the manga are so detailed. It's like looking at Berserk. It's gorgeous, and I know that doesn't really translate well to, you know, maybe anime and that. But for your fights in some... It's like kind of with the Dragon Ball Broly movie, right? Like, the fights in Dragon Ball Broly movie look gorgeous. And the rest of it is kind of like, eh. And, like, for Chainsaw Man, like, the whole anime quality was good. But I would have taken a lesser quality for the, you know, standard talking scenes and just a higher quality on the fight scenes, because... yeah, it was a bit... like, I wanted more. Honestly, I'll throw this out there. I would have actually preferred to see Chainsaw Man in black and white. As a start for them there. I think that would have hit harder, and if there was blood, you have the blood, like a red come in, I thought it would have looked sick black and white, especially some of those fights. Like in the manga, they're gorgeous, bro. They don't even need color. Like I think like most of the characters don't even need color. Like, yeah, that's just my humble opinion. I would have been happy to see it in black and white. But other than that, yeah, no, I'm kind of memeing. It was is this gonna be free? Oh no, it's 2. It was a good show. I think for a lot of people, they were getting really overhyped. And when you get really overhyped on anything, it's never gonna live up to it. That's just the image you create in your head is gonna be too perfect, and yeah, it's not gonna live up to that, is it? Or did it live up to it to you, Robert? Did it live up to it to you?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I haven't really watched that much of it beyond what I've seen on your stream.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty good a lot of the time. Yeah, there's definitely problems. I mean, I would agree with you in terms of the CG. It's like most of the time, it's whatever. But definitely, I would say some of the big fight scenes, it's like, actually, this doesn't really look as good as I hoped it would. I'm not saying it looks like shit or anything. Maybe sometimes it looks like shit. But generally speaking, I guess my expectations for Chainsaw Man were just so... Oh, we lost.
These bots are crazy, man. These bots are crazy.
My expectations for Chainsaw Man were just so high because the manga, it's like, it's one of the best, bro. It's actually just one of the best. And so, I mean, it's not like, you know, Berserk, where the anime was just a complete abomination. So, I mean, you know, it's not so bad. But yeah, I would agree. It's definitely not like as good as I hoped it would be, I guess. I really wanted it to be. I wanted it to be the anime of the year, like unquestionable, 100% gone clear. And I don't think it is. I don't know what is the anime of the year. To be honest, I don't watch as many as I used to. I mostly read nowadays.
Nerd.
I know, right? And yeah, I would say even of the ones I watched, it's probably not the best. No.
Like
the story's good.
Yeah, don't get me
But
wrong.
I mean, I read the manga, so I knew the story was good. That's not the issue here. The issue here is the adaptation. Yeah, it's not as good, I don't think.
I have to say, like, I actually did continue on reading the manga to part 2 with the girl.
Yes, yes.
And I would say so far it's actually living up to expectations. And I'd say it's actually good as part 1. You know, some of the gory scenes here, I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, I really do love part 2 as well. What I mean, technically, we call it part 2. Like, it's not really part 2. They just carried on making chapters. It's kind of like how we call like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z like different things. It's like in Japan they're just like, what are you talking about? It's just more chapters.
Yeah. I think we said that before, but I was so confused as a kid starting Dragon Ball Z. It's like, man, these guys all know each other.
Bro, no, because in the UK, I swear they didn't show classic Dragon Ball at all.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And so it's just like, it was almost like revolutionary in the sense that it like, oh, they just expect us to know all this stuff and pick it up off context clues, and we just kind of absorb this information through osmosis. Like, I know what this guy is because of like his conversations with people, not because you're showing it to me, but actually you did show it to me. I didn't see it though.
Oh man.
There's one I'm reading right now. It's relatively new. I think it's only come out in the last like 5-6 months or something like that. And it's called Ghostbuster Osamu. And it's a Jump Plus thing, so I think it's like on their website. And it's basically does something a lot similar to that, where like the first, I would say, chapter or 2, there's a lot of things where it's just kind of like, just go along with it. You'll work it out. And then like after a few chapters, maybe a few of the things are said explicitly, but it's like stuff like, what is the relationship between these two characters? Are they like roommates? Are they like, is that like her sister? Is that just her friend from school? Like, what, like childhood friend? Or you just kind of, it's just look, we're gonna do a thing, and then you'll work it out. And I was actually like really enjoying it. I was like, oh, this is we just get straight into the action. Like, no messing about. Oh, come on.
Chicken thrown down.
Oh, come on. I do like that. I like a series that just, it's a little bit different. Respects your time and just go. Just don't mess about. Chainsaw Man was a lot like that, to be fair.
Yeah, like the first couple of chapters, I don't think actually really go well with the anime because they're so quick.
Yeah, I like the crazy pacing. To be fair, Black Clover, the pacing is very, very good in that manga. Maybe like there's like 1 or 2 arcs where that's not the case, but for the most part, it's just like, oh, let's just go. We'll sort out the plot later. Let's make some crazy stuff happen. Let's get some people like injured. I want to see damage.
You say it's your goat of all time?
What, Black Clover?
Yeah.
No. You already know that it's not that far up there. It's good, but
oh, Bod's going there.
I think my lifetime goal is to get you to read all of Hajime no Ippo.
No.
No.
maybe. It's like 1,000+ chapters. It's like if I started One Piece now.
Yeah, but you have read One Piece, or some of it.
Yeah. To be fair, I saw the One Piece movie this year with, what's her name? Uta? Is it Uta? Yeah, Uta. That was a visually quite interesting movie. But it's been for once, right? I kind of just like with Dell, I was like, I just want to see a movie. I need to do something. So we saw the One Piece film Red, and I was like, I hadn't actually looked it up before. I didn't know it was a fucking musical.
Yeah, man.
I went in, I was like, why are they doing a musical, bro? Like, the visuals are really cool, but I was like, this is kind of weird. But it was good. Like, the animation was great. I kind of thought it was a bit whack how they ended it, so to be fair. But that's kind of One Piece, though. She can't really be canon in the main story or whatever. Well, she's canon, technically. I'm not spoiling it.
I think it's a bit like... I really hate the term, but like people use it a lot. It's like it's semi-canon. where it's like
again.
it could have happened, or it's
Yeah.
like I think like is it Shiki who appears in one of the One Piece movies? It's like technically they mentioned a character called Shiki that's probably the same person in the manga, so the movie could have happened. Maybe what?
Fish a fish. Fish a fish, Robert. You got a fish a fish? Oh no! I got one. Got two. This is actually game of the year right here, right now.
I'm baffed.
Elden Ring, eat your heart out.
Oh, bro. Don't get me started on Elden Ring. We'll be here all
Yeah,
day.
it was mid, wasn't it?
What?
I did not expect this. Oh, combo. Fake Law Jr.
Lost!
Fishing King. Hell yeah. Oh, mushroom.
I don't remember what I was saying. That caught me way off guard.
You're talking about semi-canon characters.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Shiki.
yeah. So that's like a thing One Piece does a lot, where it's like
Oof.
the events of this movie could have happened theoretically, and these characters could exist in my story. Maybe. I think Black Clover's actually doing that with their movie coming out, where it's like it was a storyline that was supposed to happen in the manga, and they changed their mind, and it's like all the. You know how like Asta's trying to become the Wizard King, and it's like apparently he's gonna fight all the old Wizard Kings or something like that.
Like Dumbledore and Gandalf.
I rate it, to be fair, if it was, but I have a feeling no.
Okay. To be fair, I've actually consumed a few animes this year.
Yes, you have.
I could talk about them, but we here all day. Now I'll talk about it. So Blue Lock, ladies and gentlemen, is better than Jesus Christ himself. I'm joking. Blue Lock is an anime that kind of, I think it's actually doing really well right now, right?
I believe so, yeah.
It is great homoerotic fun. You got a bunch of boys wanting to be the best football men out there. Honestly, what more could you want? I don't know what it is. The animation on it is tight as fuck. It's about football, if anybody hadn't figured it out by now. It's about a character, well, it's a shonen. He wants to be the best. But every character wants to be the best in there. Most of them are dickheads willing to like betray each other. And yeah, as I said, it's got some tight animation because I think it literally hand draws over a lot of football scenes with tricks and stuff, which is quite nice. But the pacing of the show, bruh, it's like Dragon Ball Z, bro. They can literally have like a one game, like last like 5 or 6 episodes. It's like you'll get like at the beginning of the episode, it's like, oh no, they got 5 minutes left, and you'll watch a 20-minute episode, and the game's still going. But I don't know what it is. I just look forward to every week. I think it was on break last week, and I was actually so fucking sad. But also, it predicts the future.
Yes, it does. It does
predict the future. But yeah, it's just fun, shonen fun. I rate it. I'm actually generally thinking about picking up the manga.
No way.
Yeah, I'm generally thinking about picking up the manga to have a little bit of a read ahead and find out what happens. So yeah, I kind of. No, they probably do play football, but there's Messi does he come into play? But it's fun.
I don't know. I think that manga, the anime definitely, but the manga as well. It falls into a category of manga that's sort of like super popular with women.
Really?
So similar to like Prince of Tennis and Kuroko no Basuke, it's like the overwhelming, overpowering homoeroticism on display is enough to attract audiences that maybe typically wouldn't be interested in a manga about football or a manga about basketball. And I've just clicked defend. That means I'm guaranteed to die.
Oh, big! Oh no.
And yeah, apparently that's actually quite a common thing. I actually see a lot of that. Where it's just like pretty boys doing pretty things, and it was very popular with the ladies. And yeah, what's your favorite? So
yeah, I guess they can ship all the guys with like their, what is it, Yuri, like tag.
No, Yuri's the girls. It's Yaoi
Oh.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So what you're saying is we should put more homoeroticism in our content and we get the female audience.
I don't think that would work, if I'm honest with you.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, banger of a show. Love it. I watched a couple of things this year, mostly while streaming. Please don't tell Twitch. Some stinkers. Toby, shout out Toby here. Oh no, fishing game
Not
again.
fishing again. I don't want to come last.
I can't remember what this one was called. We watched one episode called, I think it was Golden Kamui, Kami or something. Absolute pile of garbage. Got an edgelord for a main character. CGI bear. No thank you, not watching that ever again. I watched, is it Blue Lagoon or Guru Lagoon? Is it Guru Lagoon?
Black Lagoon?
Oh, Black Lagoon, that's the one. The one with the woman and the guy. And
What with the
black
woman
guy.
and the guy?
Yeah, the guy's working some crappy job and he gets kidnapped and then he has his dumb mummy and the big black guy.
I believe you're talking about Black Lagoon.
That's the one. Alright, I might offend some people here because they probably really like it, nostalgia, blah blah blah. It's mid as hell. I think most people just want the main character, the main woman, to step on him. Other than that, it's bare boring.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. What was that one I watched the stream the other day with The Rock? It turned into a dog.
Wait, what?
Don't you remember? Oh, Toby recommended. No, you said it was really depressing in the chat, so you know what it is. Like, some creation comes out.
It's like two Your Eternity or something like that.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
We only watched a couple episodes of that, but I kind of want to watch the rest of it.
Bro, when
but
you said The Rock that turns into a dog, I was like, what has this man been watching? But no, that is actually what happened.
Lads, it gets better than that. But yeah, mad depressing as shit. Holy fuck. But once it actually had an interesting concept, and I kind of will probably watch the rest of it, so good first impressions.
On stream?
Yeah, I'll probably watch on stream because the
what
fans
a
demand it. The fans are I give the fans what they want. But yeah, I was quite interested in that. It was quite decent. We watched that what was that one where it's like my uncle is come from an isekai?
Isekai Oji-san.
Yeah, so like Vista's like really hyping up. It's funny. It's kind of the same concept over and over again. Like, he doesn't get women's advances. It was kind of started to annoy me. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that was quite funny. Bro, there was another major one. I saw Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I watched like 2-3 episodes of that. Surprisingly, it's better than a video game, but I'm not gonna be hard on that one.
Yeah.
Animation stellar, environment details very stellar, character design stellar as well. I probably will finish it at some point. But I know it's quite short. I don't know, I think it's only like 8 episodes, so I guess that's good for binging.
Easy to commit.
Oh, definitely 100%. It's not like, One Piece, just go watch a billion episode. Oh, a fucking trillion. But yeah, I don't think I did watch one episode of like I remember of One Piece on stream at some point of like the new art style where they kind of like had Super Saiyan auras.
Like Wano, like.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of. I know a lot of people are like hating it, but I actually really quite like that effect.
For me, basically, One Piece is like, in terms of like the animation style and the art style and stuff, I'd actually say it's really solid from like episode 1 up until the time skip. And it's like towards the end, there's a few episodes that aren't very good, like towards the time skip. Then after the time skip, drop the anime. Drop the anime. And even if you're an anime diehard, drop the anime and do not start the anime again until Wano. And then you can start the anime again.
That's fair.
Because there's no... bro, like, who's going to watch Fishman Island animated again? Like, there's just no way.
Honestly, I really appreciate what that arc had to say.
Yeah, okay. It's like, I had this really important point about like racism or whatever, and then it was like, but we kind of decided, actually, you know what would be great? Let's have this really important plot point, and then just make it the worst arc ever. And it was like the first arc back. It was the first arc back from the time skip. It's like, oh, well, I mean, I know there's like racism and that, but Frankie's got a robot, so that's cool.
Honestly, I appreciate that arc. One of my favorite.
I'm
joking.
Believe you. I don't
I'm
believe
joking.
you.
I'm
What is
joking.
your favorite arc? Go on then.
That's actually a tough one. I like early One Piece because it kind of reminds me of a kid when you kind of think of adventures and stuff, and it really moved at quite a decent pace. Them going from different islands of different themes. But yeah, to nail it down, like I started getting into like One Piece. Like it must have been what 20. Fuck me. Well, we're like One Piece Treasure Cruise like 2014, 2013. So what arc was big at that time? Was it Dressrosa?
Jesus Christ, it's 10 years ago. Yeah, probably Dressrosa.
So I felt Dressrosa was a little bit long, but the arcs beforehand, I thought it paced quite well. I did like War 7 and stuff with Rob Lucci and the gang. But nailing it down, bro. Nailing it down. It's a tough one. Tough one. I'm just trying to think of the islands in One Piece. One Piece Treasure Cruise themselves, visualize what actually. Actually, I'd probably say Alabasta.
Yeah, Alabaster's really good, to be fair.
Very solid. You saw Luffy bust a nut gear too. Crocodile, I thought, was a very good villain. I think they used him way too early in the story because they had to power him up later on. It's like, bro, how's this man getting beaten by a boy that's slightly wet?
Alabasta was before Gear 2.
Really?
That was when he did he had the tank of water on his back.
Oh yeah. Oh, shit.
And at one point, I think he was like, the only reason he could hit Crocodile was because he was bleeding, and it was like his blood was turning the sand solid or something.
Oh yeah, because was Gear 2 against Rob Lucci for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Worst arc. No, I'm joking. No, it probably would be my favorite. I rate it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say, oh, for God's sake.
There's fish.
I'd probably say Water 7 NES Lobby is my favorite, but to be honest, I really liked Wano. It's
long.
It's so long. It's like, I know you'd say the other post time skip stuff is long, and that's fair. And it's definitely, I would say, a lot higher quality for a lot longer than say Dressrosa. But yeah, it's still just too long. It's still just way too long. It helps that the anime has improved the art style. Oh god. The anime's improved the art style, so people that come back for that arc, it's so much better. But yeah, it is shamelessly long. It's they didn't even care. They were just fuck it.
It's big.
Who's gonna stop us?
That's fair. Wait, has Wano take that bitch? Has Wano actually finished now? Or is it
Wano has finished.
Okay. Have they entered the new arc?
They have sort of entered the new arc.
Okay.
We're in this sort of weird. I mean, I guess this is spoilers for those who are not anime. Wait, those who aren't reading the manga. After Wano, we've ended up with the whole crew on this island called Egghead.
Egghead!
Called Egghead. And for the record, whole crew does not include any new additions except for Jinbei. And technically Jinbei joined the crew before, so doesn't really count in my eyes, but god damn it. But yeah, no Yamato, no Momonosuke, no Carrot. All of them had their own things to be dealing with, so they have not joined the crew. Which is, at this point, I think we're done. I think that's the crew. We'll have other people join, Luffy's side, the One Piece, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet or whatever. But I think ultimately we're not gonna see any more like actual additions to the crew, like permanent additions, proper additions. Anyway, they got to. Oh, hello there.
Oh, 10!
Eat it! Eat it!
I'll take one.
Boo!
I'll take one. Big number.
Oh,
Actually,
no!
I won! The cup won! God, beat the butts and everything.
That's yeah, so they arrived on Egghead, and that's where Dr. Vegapunk, who we know about, that's where he is. And by he, I mean there's like loads of him. He's split himself into, I think he's created Horcruxes.
So Harry Potter, let's go.
Yeah, unless I misunderstood, it's like, oh, like I needed more of me. One wasn't enough. And I was like, yeah, I've had someone do that before.
Original concept, do not steal.
And basically, at this point, it was just like, oh, actually, you know what? Let's just let shit hit the fan. So they're just like, they took CP0 and they just put him towards Egghead. And so now it's like the Straw Hats versus CP0. But then it like cut away, and then it's like cut away to Garp is about to go save Kobe, who has been abducted by Blackbeard, if I remember correctly. So Garp is gonna die.
No.
And I mean, I
if he's
can't
gonna see it.
I don't know.
Sounds good. You recommend I read all 1,100 chapters in one day?
If you're going to read 1,100 chapters, I implore you to read Hajime no Ippo. Because then at least you'll be able to say you're a cultured gentleman.
And you are reading a good actual manga for once.
You like anyway, it's like, oh, what manga have you read? Oh, actually, I read Hajime no Ippo. It's over 1,000 chapters. I got to the bit where he became a boxing trainer and retired from the sport.
Really?
You guys should all check it out.
To be fair, didn't Rocky do that? So it's just copying the greats.
He'll be back. Don't you worry. He'll be back.
Nice.
The funny thing is, the manga's been going for so long, it's like not that much time can have passed in the world of the manga, even though loads of time has passed in the world of the
living.
And what that means is the manga, I think, is still in. I think it started in like the 70s or 80s. I think it's the 80s. I suppose it's like it's slightly longer than One Piece. One Piece started in the 90s, so maybe it was 80s.
Damn.
And they basically have had lots of stuff happen during that time, but only like, I think since the very start, I think like less than 10 years have passed. I think it's still, and I think the manga started, the like world started before the manga. It's like it came out in the 80s. I think the world started in the 70s. So I think it's now only in the 80s still. It might even be in an earlier time, because like the coach, who is still alive, was like a soldier during the war.
Well.
And he's still like, he's like not dead, and he's not like really, really old. He's just like kind of old.
That's like the Simpsons thing where, like, you know, the principal was in Vietnam. He's like, he should be dead by now.
It's like, yeah, if you did a math. Well, I don't know about dead. Vietnam wasn't that. Hang on a minute.
Vietnam was the 60s, wasn't it? So if he's like 20 there, it'd be like over 100. No, nearly 100.
60. Is that right? Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Robert,
damn.
you forward it. Don't you remember?
Oh, damn, I'm
You're
dying.
there. Oh, no.
But yeah, read Hajime no Ippo, that's good.
I will consider.
You should consider it. To be honest, I think we're gonna see a lot more like really good series coming out of stuff like Jump Plus, because I mean, you've seen with Chainsaw Man, even though it does come out a new chapter, I believe every Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday normally. It's not like a set thing where it's guaranteed to come out every Tuesday. It's sort of like if we're doing a new chapter this week, it'll probably be on a Tuesday, but we might not be doing one this week.
That's fair.
And fuck's sake. So it's a bit easier on a creator,
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
I'm hoping that, like, you've seen like people like Miura, who never got to finish Berserk due to dying.
Death. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah.
Just there's various issues with like the creative process where it's like it genuinely does take a massive toll on people, and there's some people like Togashi where it's just like it is really difficult for him to like produce the chapters, but he's still doing it. But it's just like you just have these massive hiatuses. It's much better to have a sort of approach of like, look, as much as we'd love to have you in the magazine and that be like a weekly thing, just whatever you can do.
Oh, definitely. Series would be better off.
That's what we're seeing with Jump Plus a lot more. There are some exceptions, like I think like One Piece is not technically like it's weekly, but he quite often has a week off, and a lot of the other manga don't get that week off.
Jesus.
And it's kind of fair enough because he's like
The big boy.
he's been in the game for man turned into a plant pot.
Yeah, you're seeing things, Robert.
No, he's a plump. But I think that, like it kind of needs to be like that for more manga, because like if you ever read like a Bakuman and just like the way it like presents it as like, oh, like yeah, you gotta hit your deadlines, or that's it for you basically, and it's like yeah, that's not a great.
I couldn't imagine. Coming up with a story that's actually decent. Gotta think far ahead into the future how you're gonna tie in stuff, foreshadow stuff, then actually draw the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I kill myself.
It is tough, and I mean, like, I know for a lot of people it's like a dream job, and there's some people who would kill to have a job like that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's not easy.
Oh,
you gotta go for a lot. And it's just I would especially say, like, if you saw, I know it's most likely that you haven't read it.
Oh god.
There's a manga called Ruri Dragon.
Oh
and
yeah.
like they released a few chapters, and then it was like, yeah, the manga artist just isn't, it can't do it for now, and so it's going on hiatus, and we don't know when it's coming back. And it's just like, it's a shame, but at the same time, like, as much as I'm enjoying this manga, I don't want someone to die so I can read a new chapter. I don't want someone to end up in hospital with like major health conditions so that I can find out what happens to the funny dragon girl. Like, it's alright, okay? Like, it's good. I enjoy your work, and when you can get around to it, by all means. But just the whole weekly thing, it does seem a little bit dumb. A lot of other manga, like Dragon Ball Super, is monthly, and Boruto is monthly, World Trigger is monthly. Like, loads of manga that used to be weekly are changing to monthly, and I think it's fine.
Rate it, respect it.
I will admit, sometimes it is a bit like, oh, I haven't read in like 8 months and I don't know what's going on anymore. Or like you read monthly, like, oh, I forgot all the characters' names and all this stuff.
You go read it again.
But yeah, you just read it again. It's like, it's blessed. Like, I think there's one like Twin Star Exorcist. I was really enjoying it, and then like when I caught up, I was like, oh, it's a monthly. This could be trouble. And I was just like waiting for the new chapter, and I just forgot all the characters and everything. But that's due to my own dysfunctional brain more than anything else. And it just means I can read it again and enjoy it again. I do the same thing with TV shows and movies. I just watch the same stuff over and over again. It's
in that
fine.
cycle. Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
How many times have I watched Breaking Bad? 3 times? It's pretty good.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, I watched that again last year.
I watched Better Call Saul last year for the first time, and I rewatched Breaking Bad as well to go with it.
I respect it.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Better Call Saul is very slow at first, but once it gets going, oof.
And he's like, now you rewatch Breaking Bad and you see all the tie-ins. Like, I didn't realize like they actually used the like character names that Saul says in the original Breaking Bad when they like capture him. He's like, are you working with Lalo and all this? It's like, oh, this is the same. Yeah, let's go.
I don't know. Oh yeah, it makes it a rewatch again really good. Yeah, honestly, probably conclusion, probably the 2 best shows of all time. Or like, oh, if you do it as one package, greatest thing ever made.
Yeah.
100%. I'm not even. I'll throw down on that one. Like what did I watch this year? Shit, I watched quite a few things, but not a lot of it stuck in my brain because it probably shit.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I would say is I was having this conversation with my dad not that long ago about because they're making that, obviously they got that Game of Thrones. Is it a prequel?
Yeah,
Or
House
like,
of Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying like, yeah, it's alright, but it's like he just really wanted like the original series to end well, and he's just annoyed that like
Didn't.
no series seems to end well. And I was like, you know, Breaking Bad actually did. And Better Call Saul did. Like, both of them had incredible final seasons and final episodes, and it's like, bro, that's unique. Not many series get away with 1 good ending, but 2 good endings.
Oh yeah, no, it's work of art, 100%.
I love it so much.
So I'll never go over. Like we talked about over the years because we actually did podcasts when the original Game of Thrones did end. Like the ending and the final season was just, bruh. It kind of near enough ruins the whole series for me because the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, on par with Breaking Bad.
Wow.
On par. They're so good. They're so good. Then it just nosedives so hard. Like the final 2 seasons, like second last season, it's not too bad. Like it's a bit low. But the final season, it kind of makes it unwatchable. Like I couldn't even recommend it because if you get invested into it and you see that ending at the end, you want to kill me. Like it's that bad. And this is the thing. Like I started watching House of the Dragon. I think the first couple of episodes this year. I think I watched first 3, and it's solid. It is really solid. I think the Doctor Who guy's in it. He does a very good performance. They all do great performances. Even though it's a good show, the source material is going off. I'm still salty. I'm still so salty, man. Like I couldn't fully get into it because man, Game of Thrones ended like shit. Like this is good, but the show you're writing off, man, that was shit in here. I don't know why, but yeah, like, but yeah, other than that, yeah, I watched quite a bit this year. I feel like everybody nowadays just watches what the algorithm on Netflix tells them to watch. Like we have to watch what what's the word I'm looking for? The zeitgeist tells you on Reddit and what goes around, because that's how it all works. It's like, oh, a new show's out, Wednesday's out, you gotta watch it. But what about if I want to watch something else? There's nothing else to watch, bro. Literally. But to be fair, I watched Wednesday this year. Banger, really good. Season 2. Yes, please. We got Disney Plus this year, and don't get Disney Plus. We only got it because we got it for really quite cheap, actually. It has just shit on it, bro. The Marvel stuff. Marvel's gone downhill. I watched like some of the movies this year, like the Doctor Strange 2, ass. I watched She-Hulk, ass. I didn't even want to look at Thor: Love and Thunder because it looked cringe from the trailers and that. And the reviews basically said the same thing. And when it comes to like Disney Plus, their actual content that they have is lacking. Like I started really getting into... You seen that Wrexham show with like Ryan Reynolds?
I did. Well, I haven't watched it, but yeah, I've heard about it.
I started watching it, and to be fair, they're very likable characters. And they're trying to paint like... Wrexham up as like this underdog, this team that deserves to be in the league, and it does everything that production does. It tries to pull at your strings, but I can't take it seriously because you got near enough billionaires here, like giving the club unlimited money. It's not an underdog story anymore. They literally go buy a striker, I think from League One at the time, who was banging in League One, and like, yeah, we just put him in non-league, and it's like, what? I can't really see this as like it doesn't like I watched quite a few bits of it and it was really good, very well presented, but I had to drop it because it's just like this is just a vanity project for multi-millionaires to make a lot more money when they try and sell the club when it gets into the football league. It's very disingenuous, and that's what Disney is at the end of the day. But in terms of their content, lacking. If you go to the other streaming services and watch what they tell you to watch, I think season 3 of The Boys came out this year. Banger. Kind of goes against the message of the show when it's produced by Amazon. That's the way it is. Also, the big one that I actually kind of was looking forward to this year was the Lord of the Rings show. And I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan. I'm nostalgic for it. They're fantastic movies. I used to play the Warhammer version of the game growing up. I played the video games. I'm really a fan of the world. And it's a movie series that I could sit down, watch all 3 movies in one go, and I won't complain. Like, they're long movies, but they justify their runtime. The Hobbit films were shit. We don't talk about those. But yeah, the Lord of the Rings series, I don't know if you go around to watching it. Anybody out there, don't watch it.
Wow.
It's the most expensive show ever created. It's shit. I watched it all the way to the final episode. I got like 10-20 minutes into the final episode, just turned it off. I didn't care what was even going to happen. You can see the twist coming from a mile away, but it wasn't well produced. Didn't care about the lore, didn't care about the way the world should work. I could go on running by it forever, and it really was a punch in the face, and I kind of hope it gets cancelled.
Wow.
That's like, I got such strong opinions on it. I fucking hated it. Don't watch it. Go back to my normal, fuck Amazon. Literally at the end of the day, 100% just fuck Amazon. But yeah, other than that, I don't think Amazon really produced anything else this year. It did have an interesting series with what's his name? Chris Pratt, called The Terminal List. Decent show. I don't really want to talk about it because it was just spoiled literally instantly. It's a show that kind of moved a little bit too quick for itself, but not too bad. And then I guess you gotta go to the final streaming service, Netflix. The 4th season of Stranger Things came out this year. Oh my god, he rolls a 7. Holy shit! I need to get a 5. Oh man, I'm gonna go for the evade. Oh, I got 7. Damn. That was actually cringe. But yeah, 4th season Stranger Things came out. Certified hood classic. Banger. Looking forward to the next one. And yeah, the year has gone by so quick, and I feel like my attention span is so low nowadays.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else came out this year. Like, I've watched a lot of Netflix this year. I've given things actually a chance this year and other streaming platforms. But I generally can't think of anything that really kind of stood out to me that I was like, yeah, I kind of want to bring this up in a podcast for all my adoring thousands of fans right now to go and use their valuable time to watch. Yeah. No, I think I started a couple of shows. There was one called The Sandman. It's cringe. Like, it's about a guy. He's like the Sand Prince. He's like a sand boy that loses his sand powers to somebody. And he's played really seriously. I'm really butchering it, but if anybody's watching it, you know. But if anybody out there wants to watch it, probably don't. But yeah. Christmas time. There you go. It's one that's fresh in my head. Fuck, he rolls a 6. I watch... Oh, it kills me anyway. I've never got the hype of the Knives Out movie. I watched the original Knives Out movie. Really average thriller. I know it has like a... Not thriller, detective movie. It's basically Cluedo. I know it's got a really star-studded cast, but you check the Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes, it's like fucking 90 plus. It's average as all hell. I don't really know how. Anyway, sequel came out over Christmas called Glass Onion. I'm gonna get bummed again, aren't I?
Yep.
I'll take that. Sequel came out over Christmas. As usual, it's got stellar rave reviews. Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. Damn. Yeah, stellar rave reviews. Mid as hell. I'd generally like to see if anybody's got this far in the actual commentary right now, their actual opinion on that movie, because I don't get it. And also, we watched The Batman. It's actually a film I kind of wanted to watch the whole year. The one with Twilight Boy, Robert Pattinson. And you know what? I thought he would have been a very bad Batman, but he actually played a very emo, like early days sad boy Batman pretty well. Good movie. Only problems is it's fucking 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And it plays about 3 storylines at the same time, and it could have just been one. And this is the thing, like I can usually watch a movie all the way through, like in one scene. But Batman got so long, I swear my parents was like, halfway through, I was like, I gotta go to bed. It's just too long. Like when I press pause, it's like, because it really felt like it was already building up to, like the final arc, the climactic shit, he's getting the villain. And I press pause, like, it's only halfway. So one more they got to do. But it was very aesthetically pleasing. Well acted. I can recommend it. I hope if they do a sequel, it's a bit more edited. Yeah, that's probably a very good movie. I can't remember what other movies I watched this year because my brain don't work no more.
I rewatched all the Harry Potter movies for Christmas.
Actual sim.
And
I've been
they
meaning
are
to.
Still bangers.
I've been meaning to. I have not got around to it, but I've definitely been meaning to watch them again because it's been years. I think the last time I only really ever watched Harry Potter movies once, and I saw I think all of them apart from the first one in cinema. So
wait, you didn't see the first one in cinema?
Nah, I never saw the first one. Philosopher's Stone in cinema. I missed out on that one, but then I saw from Chamber of Secrets onwards. So yeah,
that's mad to me. I didn't think anyone from our generation didn't see the first one.
It's because Robert's a bit older than me, so you know.
You're older than me.
Joking. Okay. Well, you one of the kids that read the books back then.
Yes.
Oh damn! No, I was like, no, books
No,
for
but
nerds.
to be fair, right? I think up until, I mean, I guess spoilers, but I mean, bro, at this point,
Harry
come on
dies.
now. The one where Dumbledore dies, and literally, I was a little bit later to get the books because it used to be something I'd get as a gift around. I don't know if it was around my birthday or around Christmas or what. And I literally got the book and I was on I think chapter 2, and then I just heard someone go, "Man, I couldn't believe Snape killed Dumbledore," and I was just like, you know what? I don't need to read books no more. There's no need for this. I was like, it was one of my first experiences with spoilers, and I was like,
Yeah.
You ruined this for me. And so,
Yeah.
especially because books are compared to a movie, you sit down for what, 2-3 hours is blessed. A book is a time investment. It takes time to read it. You get into it, you snuggle in, you get involved, and it's like to have someone take that away from you. It's like that could have been a solid month of reading for me. I don't know how long it used to take me to read a book like that when I was a kid, but now that's just gone. I just don't get that now. I don't get the experience of finding out all these twists and turns for myself. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to watch the movies. I don't care no more. And from that point on, I just didn't read the books. There's no point.
I never tried reading them because as you said, I got spoiled because if anybody's not old enough, in the UK, Harry Potter was a phenomenon. I remember, it was in primary school, I think, when the vast majority of the books came out. And I remember on the playground, I think it was Order of the Phoenix came out. Everybody was talking about it, bro. Everybody was getting it. But my mum loved the series, so she was getting it. She was queuing up for it. I remember my cousin was so deep into it, so he just spoils me instantly. So that's why I never bothered reading it. But it was kind of crazy, just how huge it was and how everyone was so invested in the story, and they were really just like, oh, I'm curious how this ends and where's it going from. And the fact that lasted for the whole series, all the books, is kind of a testament to how good it was. Simple as that. Yeah, oh, bitch. And you've run a 5 as well. Yeah, I kind of got to defend, right? Ah!
I used a card that meant I could only roll 5s.
Oh, I cheated. That's actually cheating. Oh, it's your bra moment.
Oh, we lost.
I lost to the bot. But you know what, though? I still got more things to say, but we're nearly 2 hours into this.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it.
So, for all the fans out there, if you got this far, give us a 1 zine in the chat. Bring back Zinigami, greatest OPTC streamer of all time. Yeah, just expect one year from now. I'll be 30 by the next time we do a new podcast.
I hope not.
Maybe Rob will be 30 as well.
No, I hope not.
Probably be at least 29.
Oh.
Maybe, ladies and gentlemen, please thumb up the video. Please. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.